Assalamu alaikum. In this series of lectures, we are going to cover the topics that are related to power transmission, and there are different aspects that we will be covering, starting from the different electrical parameters, which are resistance, conductance, inductance, and capacitance. We will be dealing with the modeling of these electrical parameters. After that, we will be going into detailed discussion about the insulators, different type of insulator that are being employed in the electrical power transmission, and then we will be talking about the towers, surge impedance loading, voltage and current waves, then different type of conductors that are being used in the transmission line. So we will be trying to cover the overhead lines and also cables that are being used in the transmission lines. So basically everything that is related to power transmission system will be covered in these series of lectures. So briefly talking about the power system. So there are three main parts. The first one is generation, then transmission, and lastly distribution. So normally generation is being done between 11 to 14 kilovolt. So the voltage level is from 11 to 14 kilovolt. So if I'll talk about the Tarbela dam in Pakistan, so it is producing power at 13.8 kilovolt. So after producing power at voltage 13.8 kilovolts, there is a step up transformer that we are using, and we are stepping up the voltages to higher voltage levels. So specifically if I am talking about Pakistan, so in Pakistan the transmission voltage levels are 500 kilovolt, 220 kilovolt, 132 kilovolt, and 66 kilovolt. And we also have acquired recently 765 kilovolt AC as well as bipolar 660 kilovolt DC line. So these are the voltages, the transmission line voltages that we are having in Pakistan. And the operator, transmission network operator in Pakistan, we have NTDC, which is National Transmission and Dispatch Company. So this is a transmission network operator that we have in Pakistan. So they specifically charges some amount to deliver the power from generation to distribution. So for every megawatt hour they are charging some price. So this is how they are earning money. So NTDC gets wheeling charges for every megawatt hour price for taking power from generation to distribution. So at generation we have 11 to 14 kilovolt, and transmission network operator, for transmission network operator we have NTDC, National Transmission and Dispatch Company, which is earning some money in terms of wheeling charges for every megawatt hour that is being transferred from generation till distribution. So in distribution we have two type of distribution. First one is medium voltage and the second one is low voltage. For medium voltage the voltage level is 11 kilovolt, and for low voltage the voltage levels are 415 and 240. So this 415 is line to line voltage and this is line to neutral voltage. And all the voltages in generation, transmission and medium voltage, they are line to line voltages, but in distribution we have line to neutral voltage, that is 240, and 415 is the line to line voltage that is being provided to the customer. So if we will talk about the different standards that are being used to define the different level of voltages. The most common one that is being used is ANSI, and by ANSI we means American National Standard Institute. And the standard that is specifically targeting the voltage levels, that is C84.1-89. So according to this standard, the voltages that are less than 1 kilovolt are low voltages. For medium voltage, the voltage should be between 1 kilovolt to 69 kilovolt. For high voltage, it should be between 69 to 230 kilovolt. And for extra high voltage, it should be between 230 to 1000 kilovolt. And anything that is above 1000 kilovolt is 1000 kilovolt is ultra high voltage. So these are the standard voltages that are being defined by the ANSI American National Standard Institute. So if we'll come back to generation, so there are different generation companies, GenCos, that are producing power, and there are some independent power plants as well in Pakistan. In transmission, we only have NTDC, and for distribution, we also have companies that are known as DISCOs, distribution companies. For example, LESCO, ISCO, PESCO. So these are the distribution companies that are providing power to a specific region of the country. This is for Lahore, this is for Islamabad, and PESCO is for Peshawar. And there are some other companies as well that are for different cities of the country. So both the medium voltage and the low voltage networks are under these DISCOs. So they are providing the voltages at medium voltage level, that is 11 kilovolt, and for low voltage it is 415 and 240 voltages. So this is the brief introduction of different voltage levels of the transmission line and a brief summary of the power system as a whole. Thank you.